Hey y'all, this is Gail. I am going to do another recipe. This one I saw on Facebook and it actually looks really good. But the difference of what I'm going to do versus what they did is that they had put this meal on a grill, okay, and did whatever. I'm actually going to do it in an oven because grill's too much work and effort for me. But let me show you what I've got prepared. Here you go. You can see I've got bacon, and what I did is just put them in rows. I overlapped them on the video. They didn't, and they actually used like bamboo instead of parchment paper for rolling it because it's, I guess they called it some kind of a sushi roll. So they did that, and then they spread out like over maybe about 3/4 of it ground beef. So I've got ground chuck, and of course I'm using 80%, 20% fat because it's a high fat, low carb diet. And then I'm going to put mozzarella string cheese kind of in it and then roll it up, and I'm going to bake it in the oven. I'm going to try it 400 degrees. I'm not sure for how long just yet. I'm going to go for about 30 minutes or so and see where it goes. So I will put the video back on as soon as I add the ground chuck. See you in a bit. You can see how I did it. I actually added pepperoni to add more flavor. And you can see I rolled it up using parchment paper to kind of help with the roll. This is the thickness of it. And this is kind of what it looks like before I put it on the pan. So here's a cookie sheet with it on there. And I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes. All right, that's what it looks like. Listen to it sizzle. Pull it out. You see the cheese kind of oozing out of the side. I left it at 400 for 30 minutes, and I'm going to plate it now. That's done. I am going to let it sit for a little bit. It's hot, and this is still a little soft. If I let it cool off a little, it will harden some, and I'm thinking that it will continue to cook for a little bit, kind of like when you do a really good steak off the grill. So I will slice it in a minute or two and show you what that looks like. Yummy! I cut it up and this is what it looks like. Hey everybody, this turned out really good. I've had one. I really like it. So I didn't actually put any seasoning because there's pepperoni in there, which I didn't mention earlier, but you see it in one of the video portions of the pictures. And there's also bacon. There's like a ton of flavor already, but you could dip this and I don't know, throw some sauce, hot sauce on it, do whatever you want with it. I'm not going to list the nutritional information, but I used 1.5 sticks of mozzarella cheese. That's probably where the most carbs come from. So if you ate the whole thing, it's probably 1.5 carbs tops. So I give this one a thumbs up, and just so you'll know, it was so easy to make. I used the parchment paper to roll it just to make it kind of easier so I didn't have to get my hands all over it, and it stayed smooth. So let me know if you have any suggestions or comments. If you have questions about how I did it, feel free to just ask. I'd love for you to subscribe. That way I kind of have some more motivation to continue doing these videos. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think. If you try it, let me know how you like it. Have a good night, everyone.